Morning. And it's dark. It is 5:24 in the morning. I had briefly thought yesterday that I wanted to go see the sunrise this morning. And then I had briefly thought if I got up to go see the sunrise, that meant I was only getting a few hours of sleep. So I was like, do I really want to do that? And I tossed around and I had finally decided I wasn't going to do it. I really should get some sleep. And that was that. But then 4:30 came around and I woke up and I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, really? And mind you, I don't think I turned everything off to go to bed till 1:30. So that's only 3 hours of sleep. And I'm just looking at the clock and I'm like, 3 hours of sleep just isn't enough. So I laid back down. And a half an hour later, a little after 5, I woke up again. And I'm looking at the clock. And I'm like, all right. Obviously, somebody wants me to get up and go see the sunrise because I'm wide awake. I'm tired, but I'm wide awake. So, hence the yawning, the chipperness. And yesterday wasn't a very good day. It just wasn't for me. And I know a lot of people understand, but my brain functions oddly because I think that I don't understand why I struggle so much on some days. And I guess it's like, I know it's all part of the grieving process or all part of, life in general, but it's a struggle. Whew. I should have made some coffee. I'll make coffee when I get home. But it was a struggle. And yesterday, losing my Uncle Pat, mind you, I didn't have like a really close relationship with my Uncle Pat, but it was still my Uncle Pat. And growing up, we had close relationships with our cousins. I babysat his 2 daughters. We hung out a lot with cousins and stuff growing up. And so there was a lot of relationship there. As you get older, everybody kind of goes their own way and does their own thing. I moved away. I live in Delaware. And I think I struggled more with the fact that he had to struggle with cancer. And, just the fact that that's my mom's brother, and I can't imagine losing my brother. And it's a hard thing to deal with as a human being. And on the other side of it, at the same time I found this out, Greg's ashes showed up. And I struggled with the fact that, he was in my house, in my arms, in a box. And I know that he's not in that box. I know that he wasn't in his body when he passed away. I know all that. I know it. It's in my brain. I know. That's what God showed me. I know the answers to that. But as a human being, we struggle with all that because we're looking at what we're missing out on. And that's where it all really kind of comes in. So it was a hard day, and I struggled. And I went to bed and I woke up 3 hours later, and I don't feel like I'm struggling anymore. I don't know why I'm not struggling now, but I was struggling last night. I don't know why. I feel better now than I did yesterday. I don't have those answers, you know what I mean? And that's where I think frustration comes in, is we can't figure out our own emotions some days, and the flip-flopping, and why this or why that, but it is the way it is. So here I am, driving to the beach at 5:30 in the morning. Now, mind you, I still have, I think, almost a half an hour before the sun rises, because it doesn't run. It's till 5:57. But in my brain this morning, I'm just like, you only live once. YOLO. You only live once. So if you're awake, go see the sunrise. You know, the sunrise is everywhere. You know, for me, I go to the beach. You know, there are people that live in the mountains. There are people that live in valleys and live in the country and live in the desert. You know, but no matter where you live, the sun rises. So if you're up, go see the sunrise. Go see the beginning of a new day, because it's the beginning of new beginnings and new adventures, and you know, and you never know exactly what that day is going to bring until it brings it. You know, you can plan things out in your head as much as you want to plan them, but it's not always up to you. It's just not. So whenever you can make those choices, make them, and make choices to, I should just park back there. Just make choices to live. This is going to be a good one. There's some clouds. Like, it's funny how I can look at sunrises now and be like, oh, well, this is going to be a good sunrise. Because if there's no clouds in the sky at all, meter parking. But the meters aren't in effect, so I don't think it matters. What was I saying? Remember, I just got up. About sunrises and knowing if there's no clouds in the sky at all, then the sunrise is beautiful, but there's nothing to filter some of that light, so it's just like one ball of bright light coming out of the sky. If you have too many clouds, then you don't get to see the sun at all, because it kind of hides behind them because they're too thick to show it. But if there's just a little bit of clouds and they're kind of spotty and stuff like that, then there's those little bit of clouds to kind of filter the light and make it shine differently and give it that hue with the oranges and the reds and stuff. So a little bit of clouds floating around out there where the sun comes up is always good. Look at this gang of seagulls just walking down the sidewalk. Do 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 do. Yeah, so somebody told me recently that you know, it's okay to talk about things in the way you feel, and you know, to pick up the camera and record it no matter what it is, because obviously I don't have to use the footage. I could sit here and be talking like this, and this may never make it to you guys. And I thought about that a lot, because there is a lot, I do that a lot more than you guys know, because I don't post it and I don't talk about it. Like, I don't talk about, oh, well, you know, I had a conversation with you guys this morning, but I deleted it. Do you know what I mean? But I do that a lot. Like, I sit in front of the camera and I just talk and I talk and I talk. I know yesterday or the day before, yesterday I think, alone, I think I deleted 3 or 4 like 20-minute clips of me just sitting there talking. Sometimes I'm repeating myself, saying the same things and what I think and what I feel over again. Sometimes not. But sometimes it's hard even to just talk about it, talk about what I'm feeling, because I don't know how to put it into words. And that's okay too, because someday I'll be able to. But for now, I'm going to go get a chair out of the back of the car, and I'm going to go sit on the beach, and I'm going to go watch the sunrise. And I'm taking you guys with me. Well, I'm sorry, not sorry, but I got like no footage of the sunrise. Because my mama called and I talked to my mama for an hour. So as I was watching the sunrise, I got to talk to my mom, and that made for a beautiful morning. So, love you, Mom. So, yeah. So now I'm going home. I think I got some seagulls or something, but before she called me. But I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna get some coffee, because, well, I need coffee. And then I think I'm going to figure out today's video and edit that. And I think 10:30 there's a Zumba class. So that's 4 hours from now. It's 6:30. So yeah, that's what's going on. I mean, I had intentions of doing a time lapse and filming the sunrise, but you know, sometimes it's kind of like what I said on the way in about how you can have plans, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So even though I planned to film the sunrise, it got changed, and it was better. Because I can always get a time lapse of the sunrise, but you don't always get to talk to your mom while the sun rises. So yeah. I work 4 to midnight. Oh! And work 5 to midnight tomorrow. Basically, my schedule consists of closing shifts, and off Wednesday and Thursday I work a day shift. That's just kind of seems to be the... But next week is the concert. So... yeah. That's gonna be fun. But anyway, I'm not going to keep this camera on. I will see you guys in a little while. Morning. It's 9:25. I've been up for a while. Like, I got up at like 6:30, I think, which seems to be the typical morning for me anymore. Just made breakfast because I've got Zumba at like 10:30, so I need to eat something. So I have spinach, ham and cheese omelet, and strawberries. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna finish folding these clothes. I've already done one load. And then probably about that time, it's gonna be time for me to go to Zumba. I have a video uploading as we speak. And yeah, that's how my day's going so far. I do need to do the yard today. I keep saying that and I keep putting it off. So I really need to do that today. I don't go to work till 5 today. So there's that. So I hope everybody's having a happy Sunday so far. See you in a few. Hi. I was sitting here, I'm on my way to work, and I realized that I vlogged next to nothing today. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should do something, or say something, or something. So, I don't even remember what I vlogged last. I think the only thing I did was me going into the gym. I did a Zumba class. I got up, I edited, well, I cleaned the kitchen, cleaned the bedroom, did the vacuuming, because I have a rug in my room and 2 chihuahuas and a cat, and they drag stuff in and out the door. I think I've mentioned that before, and it drives me insane now. So like every other day I'm cleaning, if not every day. So I did all that, worked on laundry, and then I went to Zumba class, and then I left Zumba class and I went home and I mowed the lawn and I weed whacked the lawn. And I did that, and then I took a shower, and then I took a nap. Because I just did. So then I got up and got myself ready, and now I am headed to work. I wasn't supposed to be at work till 5, but they asked me to come in at 4:30 instead. With a half an hour. Sure. So I'm gonna go in here and get 10 to 15,000 more steps in today. I actually had to take some leave. My body is cussing at me. I've been doing a lot, like between the 10 to 15,000 steps at work and then the Zumba classes and taking care of everything. My body's just like, dude, slow down. I can't though. I'm not gonna get anywhere if I do nothing. So I gotta keep moving. But that just means every now and then I might have to take the edge off. And actually, I haven't taken any pain medicine in quite some time, like a long time actually. So that's actually pretty good. But I think I've done Zumba classes back to back. Well, yesterday and today. And then I did one Wednesday. So I mean, it's not like it's every day. They don't have classes every day. So yeah, Lacey has not been home all day. She has been at the neighbor's house with her friends because the neighbor has air conditioning. We don't. Well, I have an air conditioner in my bedroom. That's about it. So she's been spending the time at the neighbor's house. They slept out last night on their patio underneath the canopy. How that went, I don't know, because I haven't talked to my child. Ooh. She did come in to get the brownie and cookie mix to make the whatever things that she was going to make with her friends, so at least I know she's alive. And yeah, so it's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. Same story, different day. But I gotta go in here. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful, beautiful evening. And I'll see you next time.